back in Week 1. The Ravens won an instant classic in their first matchup against the Browns. Can Cleveland get revenge? The answer comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete.
Right down there.
Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense playing, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between?
They've got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Tylan Wallace,
His third touchdown now. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Quintez Cephas,
His 21st touchdown of the season.
and the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that throw, unbelievable.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in point.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big time.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go up top again.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown.
Marquise Brown,
75 yards.
and the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final... So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that...
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw here. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015...
And that's caught inside the 35.
You gonna like that?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Ravens are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 75 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the...
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown, 58 yards. And the Ravens add on.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot. And
both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found it.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the